The question always with these patent deals is it forward-looking or backwards-looking? Are they thinking about the software they're going to make, or are they thinking about the problems they've got with patents in the software they're already making? Research in Motion certainly has great concerns because they haven't been able to come up with their update for their BlackBerry service. Look at a 5-year stock chart for Research in Motion, because what you see is a company that was at the top of its game going to the bottom of its game, a 92% fall in the stock, and trying to come out of that, but facing competition and new competition in really strong offerings from Microsoft. So we've been talking about new entrants into the smartphone business in the last couple of weeks. It started with me in New York 2 weeks ago, looking at the Nokia Lumia phone that they're talking about coming out with, built on Microsoft software. This is important because the context now is Microsoft saying our inventions for file systems, for organizing your files, for using your phones, that context isn't just for the desktop. If it's in a phone, here's a phone, we own these patents, you better be worried. I want to show you two things too also. The unit sales, or how many phones, smartphones, Research in Motion has sold in each one of the last 6 years. And we saw that stock chart over a long period of time here. Look at the unit sales for BlackBerry increasing, going up and up and up, even as the company market share was declining. If you look at the market share, you don't see it going straight up and suddenly falling off. You see the market share declines already began even as they were selling more units. In other words, the market was getting bigger, they were getting less of it. That's when it was a concern. So these patents may very well be backwards looking at problems they've had with the stuff that's already been in the market and wanting to make a deal with Microsoft to make future problems go away. Lord knows they have enough of them.
Yeah. So who is the winner here, RIM or Microsoft?
Well, look, Microsoft's getting paid here. We don't know how much. Research in Motion isn't getting sued here. So you've got sort of two winners.
You'll never, a winner, right?
Right. We'll never know if the money paid for this patent, I don't want to, the pejorative notion of a protection racket is not correct. However, the notion that they're buying protection is correct. They're keeping themselves from being sued in the future for whatever activities have gone on, and that's got to be good news for both. But probably Microsoft the winner, because they're saying we've got strong patents, and Research in Motion on some level saying we've been trying to convince people our patent portfolio is worth a great fortune, more than we paid for it, more than the goodwill on our balance sheets. It's not the case in at least this set of patents.
All right, we're talking smartphones. Got to ask you, what does this mean for Apple? Does it mean anything?
It means a lot for Apple, because Apple is the king of the house right here. I mean, if you look at the market share gains, we talked about the market share decline for Research in Motion. A lot of the loss of Research in Motion was to the benefit of Apple. Apple's market share in smartphones rising as the business was getting bigger. Now with 24% of the smartphone market, while that's less than Android, they really have stolen a lot of that ground from BlackBerry. Roger McNamee. I mean, so Roger, I don't want to talk out of school, but I'm going to. Roger left his phones, his 4 devices on my desk. Two of the 3 were in BlackBerry cases. There were no BlackBerries there. So it shows you, the Research in Motion maybe should patent their leather BlackBerry cases, because Roger's still running around with those, his iPhone stuffed inside of them.